Hello, folks. This is Steve AB4L. What a beautiful day it's been. I got the window open. You'll hear the traffic. Yeah, it's almost 1 in the morning, and it's still 77 in here. I had my brakes done today down at, I'm not promoting anything. I'm not recommending anything. Scott's Garage. It was like almost 85 degrees, and I hiked all the way down there. Well, no, first I hiked back because I left the car there. And then when he called me and he said it was ready, I hiked down about a quarter mile each way. You got to get your daily exercise for your heart health and your body health. Oh, we'll just treat that as a introductory PSA. So, in today's mail, bored of bad internet? That's what it says there. I'm not promoting anything. I'm not recommending anything. Never heard of them before. But I've received things like this in the mail in the past, offering me another way to get internet. And when I went online and put my address in, it didn't apply to me. So I was wondering what mailing list they were using. Brightspeed, P.O. Box 1908, Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's down east. Brightspeed, meet the connection you can count on. If you've had enough of unreliable internet, Brightspeed, I thought it was the web. Internet is when we didn't have the web. And before that, it was ARPANET, just between universities. Brightspeed is the new provider to know. Our latest, and here's why I'm doing it. Fiber technology is moving into your neighborhood soon, bringing ultra-fast speeds that can handle all of your needs. Now, you know, and I'll be putting a link to it, I did the series on when they were burrowing out here, and they've put in the conduit. And actually, I didn't do a video, but I believe they've actually put the fiber cable in the conduit along here and in the neighborhoods around here where they've completed putting the conduit in the ground and sinking all the boxes, junction boxes. I see the spool. Oh, I made a video about that. They're putting the actual cable that contains, I showed you what the fiber looks like. Now, I told you that I asked the foreman who's paying for this out here, and he said Lumos. And I did a video where I showed you who Lumos is in High Point and another office in Virginia. And another video I told you about another area that's getting all of this done and the grants that are behind it. I did that in case you haven't been paying attention. Our latest fiber technology. See, one of my questions was this. Is Lumos going to be the only occupant on that fiber? Or are they going to sell access to other people? Other people being nebulous. Now, this could be just a shotgun sending to everybody in North Carolina, but they said Brightspeed is the new provider to know. Provider, like currently I have Spectrum. Used to be TWC. Our latest fiber technology is moving into your neighborhood soon, bringing ultra-fast speeds that can handle all of your needs. Brightspeed fiber, capitalize both those words. Internet is coming, get ready for ultra-fast speeds, up to 940 megabits per second. They don't say if that's upload, download, or both. Connectivity that reaches every room. That must be Wi-Fi in the house. Transparent plans starting at just $60 per month. But then there's an asterisk, and then there's the mouse. Now, I'm not showing you anything. Get up to 200 megabits for $60 a month. So if you want the 1,000, it's more. Auto pay is required. You have to have a bank account. And they have the right to get paid automatically no matter what. Up to $100 installation charge may apply. I already have a pipe that goes from into the back of the house. If I want fiber, are they going to have to put a new one in? Are they permitted to sneak through there? Are they going to use the same cable and get an agreement with Spectrum to share it? That could be the $100 per house. Available internet speeds may vary by address. I thought with fiber it wouldn't matter. Or are they just covering themselves? I'm just reading it, folks. Services are subject to all applicable service terms. Restrictions apply. Sounds like lawyerese. Bright speed fiber. Brightspeed's fiber optic internet plan provides reliable and high-speed Wi-Fi. Already they say fiber and already they say Wi-Fi for streaming, gaming, and working at home at gigabit speeds. Well, the only problem is 980, and that's not gigabit. That's just under gigabit. Just to give you a sense of speed test. Spectrum Internet Speed Test. Let's find out what I have. Go. They're connecting me to New York City. There's somebody in New York City is the other end. It's a cooperative agreement. Whenever you do this, they keep changing who they're talking to. 372 and about between 11 and 12 upload, but faster coming down. We do it again. No, I don't want that. It's doing New York City again. Oxford, Massachusetts. It's up in the high 300s, coming down. I'm wondering how this is going with me trying to record video. And the upload is jumping around. It's above 10. It's 11. It's just slightly slower going to Oxford, Massachusetts. I think Oxford's inside of the Beltway. Okay, so they're promising, I'm presuming, as much as almost a gigabit download, but they don't say what the upload will be. and it would be whatever the full price is, but 60 they might get up to 200 megabits for 60 a month. I've got 1.5 times that for about 1.5 times 60. That's revealing. I'll bet it's true. I'll bet that they all have basically the same cost structure in terms of fees and so on for connectivity and speeds through. I'll bet you. And mine's not fiber. Oh, same picture. Check availability. Oh, they want me to put my actual address in here? I'll have to blur it. Now that's blurred. Let's see if they say it's available. It's the same picture. They're taking their time. Hold on, we're checking for great offers. What are they offering me? You saw my upload speed and my download speed. They can offer me up to 30 megabits per second for $50 a month. Monthly prepayment is required. Additional taxes, no annual contract, unlimited data with a connection. I have that too. High definition streaming. Standard install is free, or tech install is $99. Why don't I see other? What do you think? Doesn't sound like fiber to me. You notice they don't come straight out and say that. They don't say what the basis of that service is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's a beautiful picture. See all those places that are lit up? I'm not making fun of them. About us. You know how I always like to check to see who the leadership is? Internet equals opportunity, a new way to stay connected. Hear from our leadership about how we're leading the way toward faster connectivity for everybody. But it's not on YouTube, it's on Vimeo, which means that it can be in higher definition. We got a new motorcycle in the neighborhood. Here's where they serve. Here's their leadership. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, wait a minute now. It says a new company with decades of industry experience. Now, let me just remember, I'm not promoting anything. I'm not recommending anything. I'm an idiot running my mouth. The Lumos used to be a regular old regional telephone company in Piedmont of North Carolina, regular wire, twisted pair landlines, and now they're reconstituted in partnership with somebody in Virginia, and they're got these big grants, and they're putting the fiber in. And I went to Scott's Garage today. I told you, I asked him, what do you think about them, how they're doing it in Franklinville, and he just rolled his eyes. Meet the team. All right, let's see who they are. Bob Mudge is responsible for leading the strategic planning and implementation of the company's strategy and goals, ensuring operational excellence with 40 years in the telecom industry. If he spent 40 years in the telecom industry, he knows all about twisted pair telephones, the old kind. Previous leadership roles at Verizon. I remember I put up the video where a car went into the drive-through washer, but he ran over the ledge and banged into the electrical box of the Verizon thing, and they condemned the building. And now if you want to get anything to do with Verizon here in Asheboro, they've got a trailer outside and they take care of you in the parking lot. He has deep expertise in the public and private enterprises and has served as an advisor to private equity firms and industry research organizations, while the breadth and depth of his industry experience, his role as Brightspeed. He has a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Management from North Adams. Wait a minute. North Adams. As soon as he said North Adams, I'm going to say Massachusetts. North Adams State College. Let's see if it's in North Carolina or if it's in Massachusetts. I mentioned, I know where that is. I don't know where the college is. Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts. Hang on. Wait a minute now. You notice that it doesn't say it the same way. The Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, formerly known as North Adams State College, is a public liberal art. Okay, we got it. North Adams, Massachusetts. Okay. So I'm right on the track. Well, it's not MIT. It's not at Harvard. I'm speaking of Massachusetts, not Boston College. It's in the Berkshire Mountains up near Vermont or something like that. Tom McGuire, Chief Operating Officer. 4 decades telecom. He used to actually go and put in dial service in people's houses. 4 decades. He used to climb the telephone poles. I'm looking at him, Tom McGuire. See, I have a lifelong friend that after he graduated from high school, same class as me, he went to work for the telephone company. And yes, he used to climb the pole. He fell off twice in his career. And he knows how to wire into the houses and all that stuff. He used to specialize in going to like radio stations when stereo came in, and they would use 2 telephone lines and balancing the lines so the stereo sounded right, going to the transmitter location, which might be 5 miles away. Starting as a field technician. As soon as it said 40 years, I said he climbed telephone poles. Field technician. That's respectable work, folks. Built his career from the ground up. As Chief Operating Officer of Brightspeed, Tom is responsible for ensuring Brightspeed's operational team leverages the state-of-the-art technology to deliver the company's boundary by best-in-class customer service and a faster, more reliable network. Prior to that, he was National Operations Support at Verizon. From Verizon. So he was overseeing operations teams consisting of more than 35,000 field technicians, as well as engineering, network, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is good. Bachelor of Science degree from Adelphi University, Pennsylvania? and a Master of Business Administration, Long Island University. Well, that one tells us the state. Oh, I was wrong. Garden City, New York. I had heard of it, but private university in Garden City, New York. That's almost in New Jersey, isn't it? Oh, it's the oldest institution of higher education in suburban Long Island. I said it was almost in New Jersey. Luckily, the United States has a deep, deep set of educational institutions of all kinds. It's one of the things that has put us ahead. Christy Grumbos brings more than 25 years of, Chief Financial Officer, finances. In her role, Christy is responsible for the company's finance, accounting, and treasury operations and directs capital planning investment initiatives to drive here's the important part, the company's $2 billion fiber optics transformation plan. $2 billion. I can think of why. I'm wondering if Brightspeed is just another side of Lumos, like somebody up high is a holding company and and it might be just regional, because this is Fayetteville and Lumos is High Point. Fayetteville is down east and Lumos is Piedmont, where I am. So we know, oh, wait a minute. She has served in various financial capacities. I saw a word there that harkens to my past. Various financial at several companies, with her longest running tenure being at Walmart, where she was a senior director of finance and the chief financial officer of its Sam Club division in Mexico City, Mexico. And that explains the Grumbos. Grumbos family history. Texas. Twitter. She's listed high. And I admire that because she was adventurous and we'll assume she's American born. Wait a minute. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from Lees McRae College. I have no idea. I'm interested to find out. Oh, Banner Elk, North Carolina. It's beautiful there. Wait a minute. Hang on. I'll bet I've been on campus with a North Carolina Highway historical marker. Betcha. Hang on. There's Sugar Mountain. There's the Tennessee, North Carolina. I have a friend that lives in the West Jefferson area. There's Spruce Pine, Burnsville. And there's it's beautiful there, folks. Banner Elk is beautiful. Ashok Kumar. I once had an apartment named Ashok. The Americans at school couldn't remember to say Ashok, so he said, call me Andy. Kumar. Replay artist, India. Ashok Kumar, he was the real Ashok Kumar was movie star. Oh, here we got Kishore Kumar. That's who I was thinking of. His stuff is like from the 50s and 60s. He's also a movie star. I loved his music. And he was able to sing basically natively in several Indian languages. I think I must still have some, I think I have a CD of his. Excuse me, my mind is wandering, but that's not who this guy is, but we know he's from India. Chief Technology Officer responsible for developing the system technology support end-to-end fiber optics network transformation from the initial build to sales to ongoing operations, brings more than 30 years of technology experience. Earlier in his career, Ashok founded the technology team at Verizon. Is there a running theme here about Verizon? Obviously, these people, I'm going to guess these people already had taken their retirement for Verizon 40 years. These people have already retired from Verizon. They knew each other. And somebody came and said, why don't we become billionaires? I'm not making fun of this. I'm thinking through this. We've got founded the technology. I'll bet he's been here '70s to '80s. In the '70s to '80s. Founded the technology team at Verizon to build systems that successfully ran the first large-scale deployment of fiber to the home network and helped scale it to the most reliable broadband network in the United States. Probably just serving major cities, not out here in the Piedmont. Then he was in wireless and broadbanding offered. Digitally, Ashok joined. Oh, this is interesting. The way Ashok joined India's premier institute, India Institute of Technology, or IIT, where I'm wondering who wrote this, because their language, first of all, their first language wasn't English. And secondly, they don't know anything about India. This sentence, whoever wrote this, they may have talked to him, but whoever wrote this doesn't know anything about India. IIT, Indian Institute of Technology. Now I have to key it again. What do I mean? If I go Indian Institute of Technology, there will be a whole list of them because there's basically one in each Indian state. It's like there's an MIT in every state of the United States. There's the Massachusetts. See, that's part of the name. Remember how it was North Adams? And then they would have another state college, that Lowell State College, Springfield State College, like that. Only this would be a major city in India. So ITT Bombay, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. Indian Institutes of Technology, ITT Delhi. Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi's in the north. Madras, that's Tamil Nadu, the southeasternmost state. You see what I'm saying? So the person who wrote that didn't know what they were talking about. Okay, now this guy is the EVP. I'm not sure what that is. Chief Commercial Officer, Enterprise and Wholesale. 20-year career, Sprint, AT&T, Time Warner Telecom, level 3. Oh! Now we're kind of getting it. Let's look at what this is saying again. Jeff's more than 20-year career includes leadership roles with Sprint, AT&T, TW, which is Time Warner, Telecom / Level 3, now Lumen Technologies, but that's not Lumos. So it's probably Lumen that put the fiber down on that road over there, which is separate from the one they put on the road in parallel now. And Windstream. He was Windstream Kinetic Strategic Accounts. What's Windstream Kinetic? Is that an exercise company? Home high-speed internet service. But where are they out of? Where are they out of? See, I'm exploring. Address. Lexington, North Carolina. Another local telephone company jumping up to fiber and stuff. All right. This one that I got here is from Fayetteville, but they're also in Lexington. These are local telephone companies, structures that now have to graduate in order to make a market share, because before they got smothered by Time Warner Cable, now Spectrum, and others, Charter. Remember, I'm an idiot. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm synthesizing as I go. And this is a recording, so you'll be able to check me in 5 years. Leading the organization's sales division, driving high margin revenue growth to monetize Windstream's $2 billion investment strategy. Prior to joining Windstream, Jeff spent more than a decade at Lumen Technologies, bachelor of science degree in business from the University of Wisconsin at Stevens Point, and master's at Cardinal Stritch University. I've heard of that one. I'm going to say, and University of Denver, but I've heard of Cardinal Stritch, but I don't remember where. It's way in my past. Wisconsin, there you go, but I've heard of it. Okay, so none of these people, all of these people are what I call the hoi polloi, the man in the street. Cortland Maddock, Chief Marketing Officer, previously at U.S. Cellular. I've heard of that. During her tenure, she led the transformation of the company's high-speed internet product line, predominantly rural consumer footprint. I can see why they have her in it, because that's where we are. Bachelor of Arts in Economics, University of Iowa, Master's from Northwestern University. Very good. Cologne McLean. What was Columbus's name in Spanish? Columbus is the Latin. There's a city in Panama, Colón, Panama, commemorating Christopher Colón. So Cologne, well, however, but McLean, Scottish, Irish. Chief Human Resource, Brightspeed, 20 across 20 states. Due diligence for HR, Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration from, he's a North Carolina guy. I have somebody I'm going to ask about Cologne as a first name amongst the Scots down along the North Carolina, South Carolina border. I have somebody I can ask about that. Hang on. Hang on. I'm smiling at this. I like this. Can you read it? All right, wait a minute. I want to highlight it, and I'm not going to say it. I'm going to give you a chance. You got a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration at that school. That's a North Carolina school. It's also down along the North Carolina, South Carolina border. Can you say it? Now you're going to say Wingate. When I was working at that internationally known, internationally operating IT company, now I've been to that campus because there's a North Carolina Highway historical marker at their front entrance. So I happened to say to this gal that I worked with, and I happened to mention it, and I said Wingate University, and she said Wingate, Wingate, not Wingate, Wingate. She corrected me. Well, how would she know? Because she got a Bachelor of Science degree there too. Wingate. And it's beautiful there. If you want an out in the country kind of campus, I think there's a railroad track. You have to cross the railroad track to get into the university campus. Let me see if I'm remembering that right. Now you see, my mind strays, but I'm boiling down. Come on, maps. What's the matter with you? There's Wingate. That toll road wasn't there before. It's a bypass. I said it's, oh, there's the highway historical marker. How could I have clicked on the best possible spot? And it says, and that's the sign for Wingate. Why do I think there was a railroad here? I don't see it on the map. Oh, how could I? Now look, I said to you, it's beautiful, didn't I? Oh, there's the railroad. I told you, I've been there. It doesn't look like a up east kind of campus, does it? It was great. This is Wingate. There's a road going by, and there's the campus. So you do have to cross the railroad tracks. I remembered correctly. Pardon me, folks. And he went to Wake Forest. Now, Wake Forest used to be in Wake Forest, but it moved. And Brightspeed's, oh, he's the lawyer. He kind of looks like somebody I know. 30 years in the telecommunications industry. Steve spent the majority of his career at which one? Verizon. I'm glad I'm doing this. We're learning something about and City University, New York. I knew somebody who got a degree in creative writing from City University, and a Dr. JD from Benjamin N. Cardozo School of Law in New York. And we got another one. I can't pronounce, it's German, I can't pronounce that. communications, internal, external, management, organizational change. Amy came to Brightspeed from Nordstrom, where she led the company's internal. I'm stumbling on Nordstrom. I should know it, but it goes back to when I first came to North Carolina. Yeah, American Luxury. Yeah, that's right. It's a retail store. Got it. You'll pardon me, folks. So she didn't come from Bachelor of Arts from Valparaiso. Valparaiso. I used to live in the Philadelphia area. Oh, what am I, then which one am I thinking of? Valparaiso's in Indiana. What am I thinking of in Philadelphia area? It starts with a V. University of Pennsylvania, Drexel, Haverford, Temple. There's 53 more. What did they just do? What did they just do? LaSalle, Thomas Jefferson, Bryn Mawr, Martha, Villanova. That's the one I confused it with. My apologies to her. Pardon me. And because Villanova is a basketball, or used to be in St. Joe's, and that was a big thing in Philadelphia. And Northwestern University. Okay. So I would characterize this team as retired, looking for continued excitement, retired, still healthy, not top-tier schools, but more the kind that are the backbone of university-educated technology class, that were not the top people, but were the actual layer that made it all work over the years. And now they're going to make another fortune. And this is a new adventure. And I don't get the feeling that any of these people have ever been actually urban oriented. And I'll bet they're having their retirement homes, or what will be their retirement homes, out in some place like this, the Piedmont of North Carolina, as they enjoy building this up. We'll see what happens. Okay, it all started with this, and I had fun with it, except that for what they're offering to me, the way I remember when we said, what are the offerings for your address? My interpretation of that is, if I still have a twisted pair of telephone wires to my house, that's what they'll offer me current internet of. But I'm thinking ahead. Who will be the co-inhabitants of that fiber that's running here? I don't believe it will be a single company. You can hold me to that in the future. Steve AB4L, enjoying looking at who the top people are, the leadership team at this company I never heard of before. I received this in the mail today, Brightspeed. So there's Lumos and there's Brightspeed, and we'll see who else pops up in the near future as all this work here begins to go toward being mature and ready to sign on customers. Saying, see you in 73.